Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Sorry I haven't posted any videos up recently. I've just been really busy. I just got back from vacation. And I'm planning to go away next month as well. So, hopefully while I'm on vacation next month, I will be able to post some videos. Hopefully if I can get an internet connection. So, yeah. I will probably have a lot of time to be posting videos while I'm away because I'm just going to visit family and stuff, so I will be in my own room, recording my own videos. So, anyways, getting right into it. The first, well, getting right into it, I wanted to do a review on Divergent and Insurgent. Alright. This one's the first one. This one's the second one. This one is very interesting. I believe there's like a couple, like 500 or something pages in it. Oh my god, my nose. Sorry guys, I have really bad allergies and it's not getting any better with the changing of the weather and stuff. But Elle from Elle's Glitter Gossip and All That Glitters 21, I always have to try to remember that screen name of hers. Yeah. So Elle actually has been doing a lot of these literatures and reviewing books and stuff, and she actually did a book review on Divergent. And for some reason, whenever she does a book review, I always pay really good attention because when I'm in school, I don't really have time to read because I'm always studying and reading textbooks and stuff. And I feel like reading is it's such a great thing for me that I get so captured in the book, and all I want to do is read the book. And while I'm in school, I can't really do that because I'm doing other things. I'm doing projects and stuff. So I don't really read while I'm in school, but now that I do not have any school, I decided to catch up on my reading, and for some reason, Elle's literature on Divergent is just always stuck in my mind. I've always thought about it. I've always told myself I have to get that book. Like, that book just stands out. She's constantly reviewing books, but for some reason she always comes back to Divergent and always compares. Well, not always, but most of the time, if she has a dystopian book that she's reading, she'll compare it to Divergent. And for some reason, I just felt like that has to be one amazing book if she just keeps comparing those books to Divergent. So I went and I got it, and I finished it within a couple hours, honestly. It didn't take me a full day to read this book because it was so amazing. Honestly, guys, you really should buy this book, read it, buy it on a Nook or your iPad or whatever you have. It is an amazing book. I actually do have this book on my Nook, but because it's such an amazing book, I just had to own a hard copy of it, and I love hardcover books, so I'm really glad it's hardcover. But, yeah, I love this book. I was captured from the beginning to the end. I couldn't put it down. It took me about 8 or 9 hours to finish this book, maybe 10. I'm not sure. I don't remember because I kept stopping to eat and go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So, I did dedicate almost basically a full day of my life to reading this book. I didn't even text anybody for that whole day because I was just so captured in this book. I'm like, I'm reading, leave me alone. I'm reading this most amazing book. I am talking about this book. Ow, I just hit my chin. I've been talking about this book to my friends for since I've read it, and I've read it like a week ago, and they're like, shut up, Jen, we don't want to hear about your dumb book anymore. But this book is really amazing. Veronica Roth did an amazing job with this book. Honestly, while I was reading it, I was thinking about how I would write this book in my mind, after getting some of the information that she gave me. And honestly, I hit the nail on the head with this book because after reading so many pages, I'll think about the book and I'll actually keep going in my own mind and figure out how I would make the book. And that's exactly how Veronica Roth made it. When I read all that happened in this book, I literally was like blown away that I guessed what happened in this book. I have never read this book before in my life. I've read reviews on it. I've refused to read anything that is a spoiler because it just ruins the whole book for you. So I refused to read any reviews that were spoilers. I refused to watch any reviews that were spoilers. I did watch a lot of reviews on and read a lot of reviews for Divergent because I wanted to know if it was really that good. And I kept getting 5 stars from everyone that I was watching on YouTube or reading on Barnes & Noble reviews with this book. And I had to get it. I was just tempted, and I'm so glad I did get it and I read it because it is one amazing book. And, yeah, you guys should really pick it up and read it. And the second book is Insurgent. This one is taking me a little more longer to get into because it's more of information that the main character is trying to find some information about why what happened in Divergent happened. So it's taking me a little longer to get into this one. There are a few scenes in here where how do I explain it? There were a few scenes in here that I really, really liked. But I honestly love Divergent 100 times more than this book. But in order to finish the series, I have to read this book. So I'm almost done with it. I'm that done. I've honestly been reading this book for like 5 or 6 days. So I'm not that into it as Divergent, obviously. I just said that. But it is a pretty good book. There are some really good scenes in it. I'm almost done. I will let you guys know how the ending, after I finish reading the whole book, how it is, how I like it. There's not really much else to say, except that, again, with Divergent, I did the same thing with Insurgent. I would read a few pages, and then in my head, imagine how, if I was an author, how I would finish the book, what would I make happen in the book to make it more interesting. And I also, again, hit the nail right on the head with Veronica Roth, because exactly what I was thinking that I would do with the book, with the information I had from the first couple pages that I read, was exactly what Veronica Roth wrote, and that was just really amazing. Like, I actually can predicted what is going to happen, and like the next half of, like, I'll read maybe 100 pages or so, and I'll predict what happens like 200 or 300 pages later in the story that I knew was bound to happen. Like, just because if I was an author, that's how I would write it. That's what I would make happen to keep it interesting and to keep it going. But yeah, if you haven't read this book, you definitely should at least read Divergent. Insurgent isn't that great, but Divergent is amazing. It is the best, and I think it's the only dystopian book I've ever read. But it's probably going to be the best, honestly. I'll probably love that book forever. I'm actually going to read it again because the movie is coming out next year. I've already read that. I've seen a couple pictures of filming. They've already started filming. So the movie's coming out next year. So I will probably be reading this book again just to refresh my memory before the movie comes out. When they actually set a date, I'll probably read this book again. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm so glad you guys stuck around for this very, very long video. I'm probably going to have to make this video into 2 parts because I've been talking for so much. My English is just blah. But I'm gonna go get ready for work and do all this other stuff. And I will talk to you guys later, alright? Bye!